Hello from Suffolk, England, where it's a cloudy start to the day, but there should be intervals of sun through the afternoon. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. John chapter 14, verse 18. It's Monday, the 11th of May, in the year of our Lord 2020, and it's time to sit back and enjoy 5 minutes of civilised calm. This is Mark's Almanac, recorded in the peace of the English countryside. We went to the exhibition, and oh, how tired I was. Not that it was not really a very beautiful sight, especially at the entrance, the 3 large trees built in because the people objected to their being cut down. A crystal fountain and a large blue canopy give one a momentary impression of a bazaar in the Arabian Nights entertainments. And such a lot of things of different kinds and of well-dressed people, for the tickets were still 5 shillings, was rather imposing for a few minutes. But when you come to look at the wares in detail, there was nothing really worth looking at least that one could not have seen samples of in the shops. The big diamond, indeed, worth £1 million, one could not have seen that at any jeweller's. Oh, Babby, what a disappointment, for the big diamond, unset, looked precisely like a bit of crystal the size and shape of the first joint of your thumb. And the fatigue of even the most cursory survey was indescribable. And to tell you the God's truth, I would not have given the pleasure of reading a good fairy tale for all the pleasure to be got from that fairy scene. That's from a letter by Jane Welsh Carlyle, written this day in 1851, after her rather disappointing visit to the Great Exhibition in Hyde Park. On this day in 1812, it is said that the waltz was first introduced to the English ballroom at Almack's, and immediately denounced as scandalous. After a century of open-couple, figure-based dancing, the sort of group activity you see in Jane Austen adaptations, this continental import was a shockingly intimate innovation, with a single couple able to spin around the room in a close and continuous embrace, experiencing a new and all too public euphoria. On the very same day, in the lobby of the House of Commons, the Prime Minister Spencer Perceval was shot and killed, the only British Prime Minister to be assassinated. John Bellingham, the assassin, was a lone obsessive and crank. Perceval left a widow and 12 children. He was also the last Prime Minister to wear a powdered wig and knee breeches. Here's a poem from the following year, Lord Byron's commentary on the now firmly established dance craze of the waltz. Imperial waltz, imported from the Rhine, famed for the growth of pedigrees and wine, long be thine import from all duty free, and hock itself be less esteemed than thee. The head to hock belongs, thy subtler art intoxicates alone the heedless heart. Through the full veins thy gentler poison swims, and wakes to wantonness the willing limbs. Endearing waltz, to thy more melting tune bow Irish jig and ancient rigadoon, Scotch reels avaunt, and country dance forego. Your future claims to each fantastic toe waltz, waltz alone, both legs and arms demands, liberal of feet, and lavish of her hands. Hands which may freely range in public sight, where ne'er before, but pray, put out the light. Methinks the glare of yonder chandelier shines much too far, or I am much too near, and true, though strange. Waltz whispers this remark: my slippery steps are safest in the dark. But here the muse with due decorum halts, and lends her longest petticoat to waltz. That's almost all for today. If you know anyone who could use a touch of calm, do please share this. And please do keep the requests and suggestions coming. It's always good to hear from you. If you need some music to wake you up, how about I Don't Need Your Rockin' Chair by George Jones? You can't put this possum in a cage. My body's old, but it ain't impaired. Until tomorrow, stay civilized, keep calm, and please keep washing your hands. Have a lovely day.